The air in Islamabad is thick with hints, whispers of a power play, a high-stakes chess match being played not only in political chamber but in the halls of the military headquarters of Pakistan. For months, Pakistan has been a nation staggering on a knife's edge. Political turmoil, economic freefall, and a populace growing increasingly disillusioned. And in times of this crisis, one institution has historically been seen as the ultimate authority of power, the Pakistani army. But what if the lines are about to be blurred? What if the man at helm, General Asim Munir, or you can say now the Field Marshal Asim Munir, is not content with simply pulling the strings from the shadows? Today we are diving deep into the explosive allegations that suggest Pakistan's most powerful man is preparing to seize the ultimate prize, the military rule. Is a military rule truly on the horizon? Are the recent political maneuverings, the arrests, the clampdowns all part of a calculated plan to pave the way for a military takeover? For decades, the Pakistani army has been the kingmaker, installing and toppling the government at will. But this time, it feels different. The stakes are very higher. The country is more divided than ever before. In the next few minutes, we will peel back the layers of this conspiracy, examine the evidence, and ask the question that is on every Pakistani's mind. Is Field Marshal Asim Munir about to cross the Rubicon and change the course of Pakistan history forever? Stay with me as I uncover the truth behind the rumors. Pakistan has been on edge since reports fueling speculation about a potential military takeover by Pakistani Army Chief Asim Munir. Reports are speculating that he will replace the Pakistani President Asif Ali Zardari. Incidentally, the timing of these developments somehow similar to the 1977 military coup, which was led by then Pakistani Army Chief General Mohammad Ziaul Haq, who overthrew the government of the Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto in the month of July in 1977. According to a report of prominent Pakistani journalists, claimed that General Munir is reportedly maneuvering behind the scenes to assume the presidency. Munir's action have sparked concerns about a possible transition of power. Speculation is also rife about the role of the Sharif family in the developing scenario. If we talk about the background of this situation, in past couple of years, the political situation in Pakistan is in very troubled state. The situation started when the then Prime Minister Imran Khan in 2021 wanted to appoint the chief of ISI of his own choice. This leads to a standoff between the civilian government and the military establishment. This standoff eventually ends with the ousting of the Imran Khan from the power and establishing a caretaker government in the early months of 2022. Similarly, in 2023, just before the general election in Pakistan, in May, riots took place in the various cities which leads to civil unrest and also costs millions of dollars in damages. In the upcoming months, Supreme Court of Pakistan and the Pakistan military conducted trials against PM Imran Khan and followers of his party Tehreek-e-Insaf. PTI, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan was arrested on charges of corruption and mishandling of government funds. His party, that is PTI, was banned to participate in the general elections. Hence, in the general elections, a coalition government was formed. And the major parties of this coalition government were PMLN and PPP, which are known to be the arch rivals of the Pakistani Tehreek-e-Insaf. Meanwhile, Pakistan is also going through many crises, such as ongoing tensions at Afghanistan-Pakistan border, civil unrest in illegally Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, fragile economy, independence on China on almost every matter, and also violence is going on against the citizens of illegally occupied Balochistan. And the Pakistani establishment is also known for harboring terrorist organizations like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Lashkar-e-Jhangvi, etc., etc. Recently, in the reaction of the Pakistan Army's atrocities towards the people of illegally occupied Balochistan, the Balochistan Liberation Army BLA launched several attacks against the settlements of Pakistani Defense Forces. Also in February and March, there were protests going on in the Sindh province regarding the water scarcity caused by the projects going on in the Punjab province. Pak Army was along with the government were taking indiscriminatory actions against the protesters. All these happenings, and along with the coup mentality of the Pak army, results in an all-time low popularity and trust in general public regarding their own army. Hence, General Asim Munir was under immense pressure to take measures, and he did took those measures. He conjured an attack on Indian soil. Palgam Attack. ISI, the intelligence agency of Pakistan, which is known archival of good relations between India and Pakistan, once again orchestrated an attack on the Indian soil of Kashmir. On 22nd April 2025, 29 innocent tourists along a local guide in Pahalgam, Kashmir, were shot dead at point-blank range by terrorists. They committed this heinous crime in a way to disrupt the ongoing activities initiated by the state and the central government to boost the tourism in the valley. Tourism contributes a large chunk of the state GDP of Kashmir. Losing tourists means losing livelihood in that area. Also, terrorists tried to spread communal violence by asking the name and the religion of the victims before killing them mercilessly. After the attack, it was sure that India will not keep silent and will take appropriate actions. Hence, General Munir did what he was planning to do: incite fear among his own citizens that India is going to attack Pakistan, and it's only because of the Pakistani army Pakistan could be saved. On the other hand, ministers of Pakistani government and the Pak army officers started giving statements and tried to label the terror attack as an inside job done by the Indian government to take advantage in the elections. Here is an important thing to understand, that the general elections in India are already being conducted last year. India took some measures like suspending the Indus Water Treaty, trade agreement, reducing the number of the members in the embassies, etc. But the military action by India took place in the early hours of May 7, when Indian Air Force bombarded several terror outfits across Pakistan. After India's retaliation to the Pahalgam attack, the game of fooling and deceiving the general public of Pakistan by General Munir was now started. Pak authorities with various social media handles start spreading misinformation that India has targeted civilian areas. But their lies were caught red-handed when their army officers were seen attending the funerals of terrorists in which the final prayers were offered by an UN-designated terrorist named Hafiz Abdul Rauf. It is also being noted that in the attack by Indian forces on the terror outfit in Bahawalpur especially, Abdul Rauf Azhar, a Jaish-e-Mohammed commander, was also killed. He was a co-conspirator in the merciless killing of American journalist Daniel Pearl. Pak army also spread lies about downing of Indian jets. When they were asked for the proofs, they simply said it's all over social media. But in fact, all social media was having were gaming videos. Pak army also claimed Indian army hurled the white flags by showing an old video which in fact was their own, when the soldiers of Pakistani Rangers crossed the line of control by hurling white flag to retrieve a body of one of their own fallen soldier back in 2019. Lies didn't stop here. Pak army claimed that none of the Indian missiles and drones hit any military target in Pakistan. This claim was vanished at once when Indian officers started providing satellite images of the destroyed military targets in Pakistan. Pakistan also tried once to spread communal hatred in India by targeting the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Their plan was to destroy the Golden Temple and then put the blame on the Indian government that they did it themselves to harm the sentiments of the Sikh community. But their plan was disrupted when their missiles were successfully intercepted by the Indian air defense system. On 11th May, Indian BrahMos missile hit the Kirana Hills area, which is known for Pakistan nuclear arsenal storage, and it is not very far away from the general headquarters in Rawalpindi. At this point, DGMO, the Director General of Military Operations of Pakistani Army, called his Indian counterpart and pledged for a ceasefire. But the lies goes on as Pakistani Army fabricated a fake operation known as the Operation Banyan al-Marsoos and claimed that under the operation, Pakistani Air Force has destroyed various air bases, brigade headquarters, missile facilities, air defense structures across India. This claim was supported by nothing but silly press conferences by the Pak army officials. Later that night, on 11th May, Pak PM Shehbaz Sharif addressed the nation and congratulated the nation for the victory and thanked USA and some other countries for the mediation. A false aura was created all across the nation that Pak has won the war, which in fact was just a small retaliation to Palgam attack by Indian armed forces. Indian authorities provided all the relevant proofs of their military achievements, while Pakistan gave skyscraper-sized hoardings containing pictures of General Asim Munir across various cities in the nation. And eventually he was awarded the rank of Field Marshal for his role in destruction of 11 air bases in Pakistan by the Indian Air Force. Pakistan is no stranger to the military rule and is once again abuzz with speculation as fresh rumors of an impending takeover circulate in the media. The chatter coincides with the 47th anniversary of the General Ziaul Haq's infamous 1977 coup and is further fueled by claims from Pakistani journalists like Azad Saeed that General Munir is actively positioning himself to assume the presidency. Asim Munir, only the second field marshal in the Pakistan's 78-year history, as per experts, may have promoted himself to strengthen his grip on the military and to emphasize the military supremacy over the civilian government. Unlike the army chief, who can technically be removed by the Prime Minister, a field marshal, especially in Pakistan, is quite untouchable. The title comes with lifetime tenure, full military privileges and immunity from civilian or judicial oversight. While Pakistan is nominally a democracy, the army has remained the ultimate power broker. Since the ousting of former Prime Minister Imran Khan and the ensuing political vacuum, the military under Asim Munir has steadily expanded its role beyond the security. Historically, Pakistan's military has used external conflict, especially with India, as a tool to regain legitimacy and centralized authority. From Ayub Khan's incursion into Kashmir in 1965 to Pervez Musharraf's Kargil adventure in 1999. Each confrontation has been repurposed to galvanize the nationalist sentiment and position the military as Pakistan's own and alone credible institution. In Munir's case, Operation Sindoor appears to have served a similar purpose. Though militarily damaging, it has been reimagined through domestic channels as an act of resolve in the face of external aggression. Munir's promotion thus completes a cycle, a setback transformed into a symbolic triumph used to cement control in both the military and the political landscape. Pakistan has a long history of military rule and assassination. List goes on and on. It started in 1951. Pakistan's first Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan, after the 1947 partition of India, was shot dead at a political rally in Rawalpindi. In 1958, in Pakistan's first military coup, Governor General Iskandar Mirza enforcing martial law with General Ayub Khan as Chief Martial Law Administrator. Ayub Khan later assumes the presidency and sacks Mirza, and who was exiled later on. In 1977, General Ziaul Haq seizes power after a coup against the Bhutto government. He puts Zulfikar Ali Bhutto under house arrest, imposes martial law, suspends the constitution and bans all the political parties. General Ziaul Haq seized power just when the opposition Pakistan National Alliance, which was holding a national protest movement against the allegedly rigged general elections. In 1979, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, which was ousted by the General Ziaul Haq, was hanged on a disputed conviction for conspiring to commit a political murder. This was done on the orders by the General Ziaul Haq. In 1988, military ruler President Mohammad Ziaul Haq was killed when the Hercules C-130 aircraft carrying him crashes in mysterious circumstances. Conspiracy theorists have suggested a case of mangoes put aboard the plane shortly before takeoff contained a timer device that released gas that knocked out everyone in the cockpit crew. In 1999, former Army Chief Pervez Musharraf seizes power in a bloodless coup. He was sworn as a president and head of state in June 2001. He resigns in 2008 and Asif Ali Zardari, the husband of former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, took over as President of Pakistan. Back in 2007, Before the resignation of General Pervez Musharraf, two-time Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto was assassinated in a gun and bomb attack after holding an election rally in Rawalpindi. A few months before her death, she survives a similar attack of assassination in Karachi, where at least 139 people were killed. And this was one of the country's deadliest terrorist attacks. Now it's 2025. Let's wait and watch what's going to happen this time. So I have laid out the pieces of this complex and deeply concerning puzzle. The political instability, the economic crisis, and the unprecedented public defense. We have seen why many believe the stage might be set for a drastic move. While a military rule is not a certainty, the conditions that make it a possibility are undeniable as well. Thank you for watching and being a part of this conversation. If you find this analysis compelling, then please subscribe to this channel and also share your thoughts and your own insights in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, take care.